After working with hundreds of coaching clients, I've noticed something that changed how I approach every single session. What unlocks breakthrough for one person completely falls flat with another. Not because the technique was wrong, but because it wasn't right for them. And that distinction, that's everything. This is marker 7.01, and it's asking you to do something that sounds simple but takes real skill. Consider what will actually work for the unique human being sitting in front of you. So here's the thing. When you try an approach and it doesn't land, that's not failure. That's information. Every person processes differently. They experience emotion differently. They approach change differently. And if you're using the same technique with every client because it worked brilliantly with one, you're going to hit walls. Your job isn't to apply your favorite tool. Your job is to develop the skill of discerning what this unique individual needs in this specific moment. That's a completely different game. ICF puts it this way: the coach considers client experience when deciding what might be most useful. Notice that word considers. This isn't something you assess once at the beginning of a session and check off. It's active. It's ongoing. Throughout the entire conversation, you're reading cues, noticing what lands, adjusting your approach based on what you observe. The client who opened up beautifully with a metaphor last session might need something completely different today. Considers means you stay curious the whole way through. Let me give you a concrete example. Some clients think in pictures, metaphors, analogies, things like that are really, really helpful for them. You ask them what success looks like and they paint you a vivid scene. They naturally speak in symbolic language. Other people think really concretely and they're not an image person. So working with them with a metaphor might not resonate at all. They want you to give it to them straight, step by step, clear linear processes. Neither is wrong, but if you're a visual thinker yourself, you might default to metaphors without realizing your concrete thinking client is just getting frustrated. And it goes beyond visual versus concrete. Some clients are really more task focused. Let's get to work. Let's focus on the task. Let's just get things done. They value action, results, forward momentum. Other clients might really like to dig deeper into feelings and emotions and experience things before they're ready to move. And then there are clients who are more reflective or spiritual. They want to explore meaning and what's happening beyond the surface. What works beautifully with one will not work with another. Your flexibility isn't optional here. It's essential. Here's where coaches get tripped up. You discover a technique that works brilliantly. Maybe it's scaling questions, maybe it's a particular visualization, and you fall in love with it. You start using it with everyone regardless of whether it serves them, or you assume your client thinks the way you do. If you're a visual thinker, you might not even notice you're losing your concrete thinking client. And here's the big one. When something isn't landing, the answer is not to do more of it louder. If they're not responding to your metaphor, don't double down on the metaphor. Pivot. Try something different. The core skill here is paying attention. Notice what resonates. Notice what falls flat. And adapt, not because it's nice to do, but because adapting your approach is a competency. It's not just a preference or a style choice. ICF is telling you this matters. This client, this moment, what will actually serve them? Visual versus concrete is just one dimension. Let's look at other ways clients differ and how you adapt your entire approach, not just your questions.